Hey, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to your ultimate destination for all things Dallas Cowboys. From the latest news, game analyses, rumors, to deep dives into player performances and strategies, we've got you covered. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a play. Let's dive into everything you need to know about America's team. The NFL world is buzzing with a story that seems almost too shocking to be true, but every insider whisper, every cryptic social media post, and every hint dropped in press conferences points toward an astonishing development that could shake the league to its very core. Terry McLaurin, the electrifying wide receiver who has been the centerpiece of the Washington Commanders offense for years, is reportedly on the verge of leaving the team that drafted him. Sources close to the situation are suggesting that the move is imminent, and fans across the league are trying to process the implications. For those who have followed McLaurin's career since he stepped onto the NFL stage, the thought of him wearing a different jersey is mind-bending. The sheer speed, route-running precision, and consistent production that have defined his tenure in Washington made him not just a fan favorite, but a cornerstone of the franchise. And yet, here we are, hearing whispers of a blockbuster switch, one that could redefine not only McLaurin's career trajectory, but also the balance of power within the NFC East. The Commanders, known for their occasional bursts of bold moves, are reportedly exploring this option carefully. But insiders claim that the allure of the Dallas Cowboys market, their offensive system, and the promise of a championship-caliber supporting cast may have been the decisive factors in McLaurin's thinking. Fans of the Commanders are reportedly in a state of disbelief, with social media platforms lighting up with every conceivable reaction, ranging from outrage to resignation. Many longtime supporters are struggling to reconcile the idea of losing a player who has consistently delivered highlight reel plays, week after week, season after season, often carrying the team through moments of offensive inconsistency. McLaurin's ability to stretch the field, make contested catches, and generate yardage after contact has been a signature feature of his career, making him one of the most respected receivers in the league, not just statistically, but in terms of respect from peers and analysts alike. And yet, rumors indicate that the Cowboys, always aggressive in their pursuit of elite talent, may have pulled off a maneuver that some executives are calling strategically brilliant, offering McLaurin not just financial incentives, but a vision of the spotlight, national recognition, and a realistic path to the Super Bowl. Insiders hint that discussions have been ongoing for weeks, with subtle signals and strategic leaks creating a fever pitch among fans and media outlets. Some suggest that McLaurin himself has been quietly signaling openness to the move, perhaps frustrated by organizational stagnation or eager to join an offense that can maximize his unique skill set. Analysts are already predicting how his presence could transform the Cowboys' aerial attack, projecting game-breaking plays, new offensive schemes, and a boost in overall team morale that could reverberate across the entire conference. The tension is palpable, and the NFL community is holding its breath for confirmation. Meanwhile, the ripple effect of such a potential move is already being discussed in front offices, media studios, and fantasy football forums nationwide, as the prospect of McLaurin in Dallas could redefine draft priorities, trade strategies, and player evaluations for multiple franchises. The Commanders, potentially facing a sudden void in their receiving core, would be forced to rethink their offensive blueprint, considering whether to pursue free agents, develop younger players, or attempt an unexpected trade of their own to compensate for the loss. Meanwhile, the Cowboys, historically aggressive and opportunistic in acquiring star talent, would instantly gain a receiver capable of altering the way defenses approach every game. Analysts speculate about the chemistry McLaurin could build with the Cowboys quarterback, projecting routes, red zone scenarios, and deep ball combinations that could terrorize opposing secondaries. Some insiders suggest that the move, while surprising, makes a certain sense from a strategic standpoint, as McLaurin thrives when paired with a quarterback willing to take risks, a scheme that emphasizes vertical passing, and teammates who can create mismatches. There is also talk of how this could affect the NFC East as a whole, with rival teams suddenly facing a much more formidable Cowboys offense. Social media commentary is mixed, ranging from conspiracy theories about leaks and negotiation tactics to genuine excitement about witnessing McLaurin potentially reach new heights. The rumor, if confirmed, would not just be a player transfer. It would be a seismic event, a narrative shift in a league always hungry for stories of ambition, betrayal, and triumph. The intrigue is irresistible, and fans everywhere are speculating wildly, trying to piece together clues from contract negotiations, insider tweets, and official team statements, knowing that the fallout from this move could be felt for years to come. There is also the human element, often overlooked amid the statistical projections and highlight reels. Terry McLaurin, a player known for his professionalism, work ethic, and community involvement, would be leaving a city, a fan base, and teammates who have come to respect him deeply. Rumors suggest that internal conversations within the Commanders organization have been delicate, with leadership weighing loyalty, public perception, and the broader implications of a star departure. Sources indicate that McLaurin's decision may have been influenced not just by opportunity and money, but by a desire to challenge himself in a new environment, to test his abilities in a system designed for explosive plays, and to align with a franchise that consistently competes at the highest level. From the perspective of Dallas Cowboys fans, the potential acquisition is being framed as a game-changing moment, one that could signal the team's serious intent to dominate the division, attract top-tier free agents, and solidify its standing as a perennial contender. Analysts and former players are chiming in on podcasts and video segments, debating everything from route trees to offensive philosophy, all centered on what this one move could mean for the NFC landscape. It is a story that blends raw emotion, competitive strategy, and sheer spectacle, and it is unfolding live before the eyes of a league that thrives on such drama. Adding fuel to the fire, several reports indicate that McLaurin's camp has been negotiating discreetly, carefully managing the leak of information to generate momentum without committing prematurely. It is a masterclass in modern athlete agency, combining subtle hints, controlled statements, and strategic silence to keep all parties guessing. Insiders suggest that this could be a calculated move to maximize leverage, ensuring that any potential contract not only reflects his market value, but also his ambitions and preferred conditions for success. The Cowboys, recognizing the delicate balance between opportunity and ego, are reportedly handling the situation with precision, emphasizing the fit, the system, and the chance to be part of a high-profile, winning culture. Meanwhile, Commanders fans, despite the frustration and disappointment, are dissecting every detail, from social media interactions to practice reports, attempting to predict outcomes and negotiate their own emotional responses. The rumor has taken on a life of its own, spreading across sports talk shows, YouTube channels, and fan forums, becoming a collective obsession that transcends the normal boundaries of football chatter. And as speculation grows, so does the anticipation, with each passing day potentially bringing closer confirmation, or an unexpected twist that could change the narrative entirely. Finally, the sense of inevitability, whether real or perceived, is intensifying. Conversations among analysts suggest that if the move materializes, it would be remembered as one of the most talked about transactions of the decade, a moment when individual ambition intersected with organizational strategy in the high-stakes arena of professional football. The potential combination of McLaurin's talent, the Cowboys' offensive system, and the spotlight of one of the league's most scrutinized franchises creates a narrative so compelling that it feels almost cinematic. Fans are imagining highlight reels, social media reactions, and game day atmospheres transformed by the presence of a receiver capable of altering the trajectory of every match. In locker rooms across the NFL, players and coaches are undoubtedly recalculating their strategies, knowing that a single acquisition could redefine the competitive landscape of an entire division. Rumors like these are rare, and their power lies not just in their eventual truth, but in the tension, the speculation, and the collective imagination of the fanbase and media alike. The McLaurin to Cowboys saga, whether ultimately confirmed or delayed, has already captured the attention of millions, establishing a narrative that is impossible to ignore and promising a new chapter in the ongoing drama of the NFL, a league where every decision reverberates far beyond the field, shaping careers, legacies, and the very soul of the sport. The potential arrival of Terry McLaurin in Dallas is already sending shockwaves through the NFL ecosystem, and insiders suggest that the implications extend far beyond a single-player transfer. The Cowboys, known for their aggressive pursuit of marquee talent, will be instantly elevated to a new tier of offensive threat, with McLaurin's precise route running, breakaway speed, and fearless catching ability complementing an already potent passing attack. Analysts are speculating that the combination could redefine the team's game planning, forcing opponents to reconsider defensive schemes, double coverage strategies, and even personnel deployment across the field. Rumors indicate that coaches are already envisioning packages designed to exploit McLaurin's strengths, including vertical stretches, high-percentage red zone options, and creative motions that could free him from coverage. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. Social media has become an intense arena for fans, analysts, and influencers to dissect every possible angle of McLaurin's rumored move. Tweets, videos, podcasts, and live streams are flooded with theories ranging from strategic masterstrokes to betrayal narratives, each interpretation as fervent as the next. Commanders supporters express heartbreak and frustration, recounting McLaurin's heroic performances, clutch catches, and leadership on and off the field, emphasizing how much he has meant to the franchise. In contrast, Cowboys fans are celebrating preemptively, imagining how McLaurin could provide the vertical threat and explosive scoring potential they have long craved, picturing him turning critical third downs into highlight reel plays and energizing the fan base week after week. Analysts are exploring the statistical ramifications, calculating projected yardage, catch percentages, and touchdown potentials, while also considering how his presence could open opportunities for other offensive weapons, creating a ripple effect across the depth chart. Fantasy football leagues have erupted in response, as McLaurin's hypothetical relocation triggers recalculations of draft boards and season projections. The sheer volume of discussion underscores the cultural impact of the rumor, illustrating how one potential player movement can dominate conversations, shape narratives, and become an obsession for millions of viewers, followers, and enthusiasts, all eagerly awaiting the next twist in the saga. Industry insiders have offered glimpses into the negotiation dynamics, suggesting that McLaurin's representatives are skillfully managing every interaction to maximize leverage while maintaining discretion. The art of rumor control in modern sports has never been more apparent, with carefully orchestrated hints, selective disclosures, and media strategy designed to drive attention without committing prematurely. Sources indicate that the Cowboys have engaged in meticulous planning, aligning salary cap considerations, offensive schematics, and marketing potential to ensure the acquisition would not just be headline-worthy but transformative. Meanwhile, the Commanders are reportedly weighing the public relations fallout, internal morale, and long-term strategic consequences of potentially losing a cornerstone player, making every decision a delicate balancing act. Analysts speculate that this saga, if it reaches its conclusion, will be studied as a case in professional sports management, where talent, timing, and perception intersect in a high-stakes environment. The broader NFL ecosystem is watching intently, as rival teams may respond with trades, signings, or internal adjustments, all driven by the mere possibility of McLaurin joining the Cowboys. Rumor or reality, the narrative is capturing the imagination of fans, media, and executives alike, creating a tension that feels almost cinematic, as if the next chapter could redefine careers, rivalries, and legacies across the league. The emotional resonance of this potential move is undeniable, as it touches on loyalty, ambition, and the allure of opportunity, themes that resonate deeply with fans and commentators. McLaurin's departure from Washington would mark not just a transactional shift, but a symbolic one, representing the intersection of individual aspiration and organizational strategy. The impact on the Commanders' locker room could be significant, as teammates who relied on McLaurin's consistency and leadership must adjust to a new offensive reality. Meanwhile, the Cowboys could experience an immediate morale boost, as acquiring a player of his caliber signals ambition, reinforces confidence in the coaching staff, and energizes a fan base accustomed to craving marquee signings. Analysts speculate that such a move could also affect media coverage, merchandise sales, and sponsorship opportunities, illustrating the multifaceted influence of high-profile player movements. In fan communities, debates rage over ethics, loyalty, and the business side of professional sports, with social media platforms serving as both battlegrounds and support networks for passionate opinions. The rumor itself has become a cultural event, a story that transcends the field, blending drama, speculation, and anticipation in a way that few sports narratives achieve. Its reach and resonance suggest that, regardless of confirmation, McLaurin's name will dominate conversation and define this chapter of NFL lore. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.